Hi, good morning. This is a reflection on Lesson 96 in A Course in Miracles. Salvation comes from my one self, capital S. Salvation to me in this context that the book kind of teaches in is about freedom, acceptance for all that is, peace. So, whatever that means for you. And then what the whole point of this is salvation comes from my one, that's the key word, self, meaning we are one self, undivided, indivisible, under God. So that's what it's talking about is as a human, we are constantly torn between two paths, two sides, like just constantly torn in different directions, or we're of two minds, or we are constantly judging, which is a comparison against an expectation. I didn't say these words, but this is what I'm taking from it. I'm going to move. That's kind of bright over there. And so this idea that salvation comes from the one self, which is like coming into acceptance and realizing like whenever you feel whenever you feel not at peace, uneasy, something, it's usually due to the mind. Like that it's ruminating on something, or it's judging, it's comparing, it's expecting something, and it's the anticipation of something, and it's saying like anything, it kind of goes back to any of that. It's not of the one constant, at peace, totally calm, equanimous self. So I just love, it's again another thing that's just like a reminder. Repeat it to yourself till you believe it. And until it's like repeating this, the whole points of these lessons, I think, are like bringing awareness to our patterns. So it's like until we can even recognize that we even have a pattern, it's almost like this book helps us step outside of the human ego, which is our machinery up here that gets us through our daily life, and says, it's almost like it says, here, come outside for a minute and then look back in as the observer to say, see what's happening? Do you recognize that pattern? Yeah, that's not helpful, is it? So that's the main, I think, if I could sum up this entire book, it would be picture that story, that analogy. The book takes you outside of the human self to help you recognize, see the you that's eternal, see the you that's awareness, consciousness, and observe, look back into your human self and observe the patterns, observe the chaos, and get a bowl of popcorn and just be like, oh, humans, you're so silly. Oh, man. It does bring a sense of lightheartedness to being a human when you come into this realization or recognition that there is an eternal self that is not less. It's not this. It's the one that steps outside and looks in and says, oh my God, human, I have so much compassion for you, because being a human's hard, isn't it? Because you're all caught up in the ego, the thoughts, the mechanism of judgment, and aw, you sweet thing. So I feel like it brings an instant compassion and a lightheartedness, a playfulness, a joy that says, man, the eternal self is so big, so eternal, so equanimous. That means like everything is treated the same. There's no like attachment to like frustration and ruminating and stewing. It's like, oh, that happened. Oh, isn't that, oh, that's funny. That's cool. It's just awareness, and we all can tap into that. What I did recently that was like so profound for me personally, and I maybe talked about it already because I don't know where I talk about things too, so apologies. I was driving, and this was within the last week, I think, and I pulled myself out. I kind of did this practice. I envisioned my eternal self pulling back out of the human body, and it filled up and immediately filled up as far as the eye could see. It was the whole sky. And it was so overwhelming of a feeling. I was just like, whoa. I was almost like that fear of your own raw power out of love, like a loving power. It just, oh, I'm starting to get it again. Just this like, this feeling of just raw essence, raw spirit, who is so powerful and has the purest of intentions. And I feel like that's all of us. Like if we can tap into that eternal, most powerful, pure, intentional essence of ourselves, the one that just loves fiercely. Wow. And it was like, whoa, immediately I felt this surge up of emotion, like a volcanic whoosh. And I was like, whoa, what did I just unleash? Put it back in. And I did. I brought it back into my body. I'm like, I got stuff to do today. I can't go there right now. So I think I want to keep playing with that because I think it's going to help me gain confidence and step into my authenticity and act from a place of knowing how powerful and like it's kind of like that manifester energy. It's like the only thing getting in the way of us manifesting our dreams is ourselves, our thoughts, our limited thinking of like, oh no, I can't. Why not? I don't know, I just can't. So there's something I think that's going to be pretty profound with this practice. And today's lesson in A Course in Miracles, lesson 96, helped me tap into that again, which was like our human self is always like torn between different things. It's like pulling the mind in different directions to keep the mind busy. It's like the ego says, I'm going to do this because I know I want you to rely on me and feel like you need me because there's stuff to figure out here and there's stuff to feel bad about and there's problems there and there's like I have to identify problems to keep you fixated on the problems and it's like the self-fulfilling like you need me, see, but this is the thing that causes the problems. So it's like the ego is really tricky that way. The ego is the problem creator and then tells you, look, I solve those too, so you need me. Isn't that wild? It's all happening in us. It's called being human. So it's always going to happen. But I feel like this book just helps bring the awareness back. Like, see it happening, notice it, breathe, notice it, look at it with love, curiosity, aw, compassion, and just say, it's okay, that's part of being human. But are you going to let it affect you now? No, you're just going to notice it with compassion and grace and see it shift, see it not have the hold over you that it once did. That's what this whole practice is teaching me. So anyway, that's all. Thanks for listening. Best of luck with this. Let me know if you try that whole like tapping into your eternal like self, the capital S, and see how it feels. I want to know what it feels like for you. It's so big, it's a little bit, woo. So I haven't let it go to the full bigness yet. It's like being scared of your own power. And two people said that to me lately where I'm like, I think that's a theme lately. It's like what keeps us small isn't just our lack of self-confidence. It's almost like a fear of like, what if I became all powerful? But it's not a conscious fear. It's something deep down. It's like we know where we come from. And we somewhere way, way, way in deep in there, we know that's what we are, and we know how powerful it is. And I feel like I'm getting chills. Like there's a connection between, like, I can't bring that into my awareness until I get the ego in check, because the ego might be like, haha, power, let me use that for my purposes, But it's obviously, that type of power, is only going to be used for good. It's the love power, the fierce love, compassion and grace. It's all those good kinds of love, like the good powers. And the ego is like, even the ego would cower in its presence and be like, ooh, like, don't vanquish me, you need me. And that eternal self's like, oh honey, I don't need you, but I'll let you stay. You're kind of fun. You're good for entertainment value. Do you like this story? I think I like it too. It gives me such a playful, like, compassion for our human small s self, doesn't it? And when doing that, I feel like I just see it. I see it in a way that I don't want to fight it. I don't want to vanquish it. I just want to be like, "Aw, you can help me when I need your help, but just otherwise, just let me be my eternal self." It's like coming into a better relationship with it, a healthier relationship. Okay, well, anyway, that works for me. For now, we'll see. Okay, bye.